Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Amma ba'd fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. Dear viewers, welcome to this YouTube class. So this is a class of Sarf, and Sarf is a very important subject for the Arabic grammar, and it is also taught in the Dawateislami, in the traditional Alim course. So inshallah in the English language we will try to learn the lessons of this beautiful science of Sarf and try to get to know what the essence of Sarf is. So it will be very beneficial for those who are already students and they want some sort of revision online, or for those who want to start from scratch. So inshallah it will be very beneficial, and some place or other, if there is something which you want to understand, you can reach out to us through our email address or get to your local Alim Deen who is an expert at these subjects and try to get those matters clarified. But inshallah in this series we will try that I address each and every point in a very easy to understand manner, inshallah. So please do subscribe to the channel and also support us on our social media platforms, and make an intention to keep joining us from the beginning to the end, episode 1 to wherever it gets, inshallah azza wa jal. So the intention is that not only Sarf, other subjects as well, we will create different playlists on YouTube, but it all depends on your feedback, because it takes a lot of preparation, a lot of time, a lot of equipments. So inshallah, if your feedback is good, my intention is that we can go on to cover this subject, other subjects as well, inshallah azza wa jal. So without talking too much on various other things, let's get into it about what is Sarf exactly. First of all, to study Sarf is usually in the subjects of Alim class, and for Alim class, one thing which you can say, the first thing which the teacher teaches us, that what is the purpose of Alim course. This is one thing we should keep in mind and always remember it, inshallah. The purpose of Alim course, why does a person do Dawateislami? What is the reason? To become a good lecturer, or to know Arabic properly, or to learn the Quran and to learn the Hadith in a way that you understand the translations. Okay, those are the intentions, but the main intention is Ma'rifatullah wa Ma'rifatul Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To come to know the divinity, the exalted status. Obviously we cannot comprehend, but to try to understand the status of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to recognize our creator and to recognize his most beloved Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam. So always keep this purpose in your mind. Now coming to what is Sarf, what is the definition of Sarf, what is this knowledge all about? So before I can begin, there are few things I would like to share with you and request you that you should remember. You should keep a notebook with you. You should have a notebook to have some quick notes, inshallah azza wa jal. There are few terminologies when we use in the Arabic language, they will be used as those terminologies. Like for example, in the Arabic language, if we say noun, ism translates to noun. Likewise, a fi'l translates to verb. So now when we say ism or fi'l, we will always use the words ism and fi'l. We will not necessarily use the words noun and verb. Why? Because noun cannot exactly make justice to the term ism, and fi'l cannot exactly make justice to the term verb. So these are few things when we are going to do in the lesson. You should understand that the terminology should be memorized and be put in mind properly, inshallah azza wa jal. Now moving forward to the definition of Sarf. So in today's lesson, it will be very, very short and introductory. What we are going to do is, we are going to learn the basis of Sarf. I'm repeatedly saying Sarf, Sarf, Sarf. What exactly is Sarf? In any language, you have a grammar. Like in the English language, you have a grammar. that grammar tells you that if the word was go, how did it become going? How did going become gone? How did write become writing, and how did writing become written? Or how did written become wrote? What makes those changes? What brings about those changes? So for you to easily understand, Sarf and Nahw are the two subjects of the Arabic grammar. These are two subjects of the Arabic grammar, and they go together, line in line. So we are starting off in this episode with Sarf. Now Sarf, what is it in a nutshell, in a very simple manner? What exactly is Sarf? So when we say Sarf and the other subject Nahw, so Sarf is that science or that knowledge which deals with the changing of the forms of the words in the Arabic grammar. And Nahw is the science which deals with the endings of a certain word. In short, to a very, very basic understanding for this stage, for the very beginning stage, we can understand Sarf as a science which directly deals with verbs. Doesn't mean it doesn't react with the isms or with the nouns. It does. But basically we can understand that it deals with verbs. And Nahw deals with nouns specifically. It's not necessary that it will not deal with verbs. It may deal with verbs, but to a very basic understanding. To make it more easier with an example, for example, if I have the word daraba. Okay, I'm writing this in the section of Sarf. For example, if I have the word daraba. Daraba means he hit. If I want to say someone hit, for example, if I want to say that Zaid hit, I will say daraba Zaidun. Zaid hit. Now, so because Zaid hit, so Zaid has become a hitter. Zaid has become a hitter. If Zaid did the action of hitting, so Zaid is a hitter. So daraba becomes darib. Darib means the one who is hitting. So daribun. Now, where does Nahw kick in? Now, because daraba is a verb and hitter is actually a noun. So now when the verb has transformed into a noun, now the subject of Nahw will deal with it, that why is it daribun and not dariban and not daribin? So what deals with the ending is actually the sense of Nahw, the science of Nahw, the knowledge of Nahw. Like for example, you have Huwallahu alladhi in the Holy Quran, Huwallahu. Why is it Allahu? Because when you see in Bismillah, so you have Bismillahi. You have Bismillahi. And you have Inna Allah ala kulli shayin qadir. So you have Inna Allah. So same word, the blessed name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Ism Jalalat. When we refer towards the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will use the term Ism Jalalat. Ism Jalalat, the majestic name. So, Huwallahu, the majestic name, the Ism Jalalat, Allah has a Dhamma. And in Bismillahi, the blessed name, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name has a Kasra. And in Inna Allah, it has a Fatha. So, this is what Nahw will tell you. So, coming to Sarf, what is Sarf? You have understood in a very brief manner, in a nutshell, that what is Sarf and Nahw combined. So this is what is Sarf and Nahw combined. But now when we talk about Sarf alone, so in today's episode we are going to cover only three things, which are basically the root and the understanding of this science known as Sarf. So Sarf in the Arabic language is spelled as Sarf, Sad, Ra and Fa. Sarf actually, according to its dictionary meaning, means transformation, turning. So if we talk about the definition of Sarf, if you're wondering how are you going to get the notes and stuff. So for the notes, what you see on the screen now, I have that PDF actually open on the screen, but I'm not sure if you're able to see properly. But inshallah, these notes will be popping up on your screen as well, inshallah. And this book will also be mentioned in the description, so you may download this book, inshallah azza wa jal. This is a book, very brief explanation of Sarf, published by Maktabatul Madina, and it is presented in English by my teacher Mufti Abdun Nabi Hamidi Sahib. So very easy to read, easy to understand book. Please do download it. Likewise, there is a book for Nahv, inshallah. Both the links will be mentioned in the description. So the definition of Sarf, as you may also read here, Ilm Sarf is that knowledge in which the rules of forming a word from another word and to make different changes in it are explained. For example, if you have the word daraba, daraba becomes yaduribu, yaduribu becomes idurib. So how did these changes occur? What caused these differences? So daraba is past, yadrib is present, and idrib is a command. So now, how did daraba? One thing, if you are noticing here, is that da, ra, and ba, these three have remained same. Here, an addition of yadribu ya has taken place. Here, a hamza, alif, has come in. So why did these letters enter? So basically, we have changed one form to another. So this is what is known as sarf. Like in the English language, if you have write, writing, written, go, going, gone, come, coming, came. So you change a structure into different forms. So to change a word into different formations is known as the knowledge of sarf. So that's the definition, alhamdulillah, which we have covered, and I hope you have also understood it, alhamdulillah. If in case there is something you don't understand, you can always reach out to us through writing to us, inshallah azza wa jal. So definition has become clear, and you can refer to the notes for more explanation. Topic: every science, every subject, everything needs a subject. It needs a topic. It needs an essence. So you can say topic or slash subject. Like for example, the platform you're watching on, which is YouTube. So the platform of YouTube is actually a platform of videos. So the subject of YouTube is videos. So like this, if you see, what's the subject of sun? The subject of sun, some may say, is heat. The subject of sun, some may say, is light. Likewise, if you say, what's the subject of a human body? What is our subject? Our subject is a soul. Without a soul, a body cannot operate. So like this, the subject of sarf is kalima. Kalima. As I mentioned, it is a terminology. Remember it, inshallah azza wa jal. Kalima, in an easy understanding, kalima means word. If you translate the word kalima, kalima means word. So if there are no words, so what are you going to transform? What are you going to form? Which formations are you going to play around with? So obviously the subject of sarf needs to be there, and the subject of sarf is kalima, which is easily known as word. But you should keep the word itself in your mind, which is kalima. Now, why do we even learn sarf? What is the reason to learn sarf? The benefit of learning sarf. The benefit of learning sarf, the reason why we learn sarf is to protect our minds from making mistake when we are speaking in Arabic, when we are writing in Arabic, or when we are reading Arabic. So this is a very brief understanding about the introduction of sarf. Definition, we have discussed. Topic, we have discussed topic of the subject, and benefit we have discussed. Definition of sarf, forming one word to another, different formation of words of the Arabic language, benefit to protect the mind, to save ourselves, to making mistakes in speaking, reading, or writing Arabic, so that we don't end up making mistakes. And the subject of sarf is kalima. So we have an exercise in this book, inshallah. If you download it, you'll be able to see the exercise as well, and I will try to show you this exercise on the screen as well. Very brief, there are 2 questions only. What is ilm sarf, and what is the topic and the benefit of ilm sarf? What is ilm sarf, and what is the topic and benefit of ilm sarf? Do have a notebook, write it, inshallah azza wa jal. Next episode, we will move on to the next chapter, inshallah azza wa jal.